Hi everyone, welcome to this podcast that doesn't have a name. It's not feel unstructured, but relax. Everything is in control. We talk about tech and products, design, and everything in between. So, welcome. So, how about now? How you doing?
I'm good.
How
I'm
was your
very
week?
well.
How hectic was it on a scale of 1 to 10?
9.12.
Anything that stand out or stood out?
There was just a lot to do. I think there was just so much to do. Plus being an employee, right, to an employer and trying to do certain things that felt personal or personal stuff. Yeah, there was just a lot to do, right? Plus that challenge, you know,
Challenge.
putting out content and
Oh
all of
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it made
First,
it
first,
back to
first.
back hectic.
The whole content thing has been stressful as well, man. Bro. Nice. So let's jump into stories. I have a blind ranking for you.
Mm. Okay.
Um, so I want you to rank these fintech products
Okay.
on a scale of 1 to 5,
Okay.
right? In whatever way you deem fit. Cool.
Cool. Let's go.
Um, Kuda.
Four. No, one being the highest,
Yes. So one being the highest and
five
five being the
being
worst or the
the
worst.
worst. Maybe, I'm optimistic the apps you would call next, so I'll say maybe four for Kuda.
Oh, okay. Um, no. So we have OP.
Number one.
Ah, okay.
I hope I'm not making a mistake. Number one. Let's see.
Um, Career wise.
Career wise is not a day to day app. It's just for investing. So maybe three,
Piggy vest.
five. I don't use. I have a piggyvest account. I used to use it, but I'm not sure I use it right now. Maybe that's just my preference.
Okay, so your current ranking now is number one we have
OPay,
OP,
number two MT,
number
number
two MT,
three
number three
CarryWise,
Carrot, number
four
four,
Coda,
number five,
piggyvest.
number two Bank app.
You play the first one. Okay, I see. That's interesting. That's okay.
First, see Ogbon. Ogbon.
No, that was the first one actually. Because if you called Union Bank app, I don't even have
Bank app.
I don't have Union Bank app.
But Shadow that is the worst. That is the funny thing. So I don't. So funny is I don't even know what the bank app looks like.
Anymore.
No, like I don't know what new bank app. Like I've never seen
I've
it.
not downloaded it before.
So, but I know that it doesn't work.
How do you know it doesn't work if
I'm
you've not
sure
used it
is.
before?
I'm sure that there's something wrong with it. I just know. I just know.
Now I feel like I should have pushed Coda up a bit.
But so if we were going to rearrange it, how do you rearrange it?
I'll still put OPay as number one. Career-wise will remain number three. I don't really use it often. Do you get? You only use it maybe once in a month. But it always works, right? Whenever you need to use it. And I think that's why I'm putting it there. If it were a day-to-day application and it works at like the way it works when you need to use it, then maybe it would rank higher. Then I'll put CUDA at maybe number two, right? I'll shift piggyvest to number four, then I'll put Union Bank as number five. Because
First,
of usage, those two at the top because of usage. The next two, they work when you need to use them. Then the last one, I don't even use it
all right. First. So I want to blind rank this AI coding assistant,
at all. Okay.
right? Based on your personal preference of it, right?
Okay.
Right. Um. So Replit.
Maybe three.
Okay. Also,
Two.
Microsoft's Copilot.
Four.
Four. Okay. Anti-gravity.
One.
V0.
Five. I really do not use it, so I'll put it as five. I'm happy with this arrangement. I'm happy.
All right, Fez.
Mm.
Fez.
Twice beaten, twice as shy.
All right, Fez. Yeah. So, that was good. That was good.
All
Um,
right.
what next? Mm. So I want to pitch this. Um, I want to pitch this a- app to you, right? Or this idea to you, right? Something
Mm.
that I think would help the the Nigeria as a whole, right? The country as a whole, right?
Okay.
And then you would rank it if it's useful, right? If it's useful, if it's impactful, if
Mm.
it's feasible, right? And then you rank it overall over 10.
Okay.
Right, cool. Now, the area I want to talk about is the Nigerian police force system,
Okay.
right? So, as a young, handsome guy in Nigeria, right?
Who's the young handsome guy?
So, as a young guy in Nigeria, right?
Mm.
One of my
So you're
biggest
not confident that you're
shut
handsome
up,
anymore
shut up.
because of this.
So as a young, handsome,
Okay.
tall guy in Nigeria,
Okay.
one of my biggest fears is being arrested, right?
Mm.
And usually, even if I'm innocent,
Mm.
right? It is very difficult. It's very difficult for my people to know where I am,
Mm.
right? What I did,
Mm.
right? Or even who to call or what to do, right?
Mm.
Because the entire system around arrests is shady, it's not transparent. So um I was exploring ways for us to make that system a lot more transparent, right? So what I came up with was having a system
Mm.
that that is immutable or that cannot be messed with by the police force or any other body,
Mm.
and that system would use blockchain, right?
Okay.
Blockchain. So the overall idea is for any arrest being made,
Okay.
it has to be logged in to the blockchain system
Mm.
before that person is put into the cell,
Okay.
right? Um, so that um, once that so that if the person is system if the person's details is logged in,
Mm.
right? I imagine a situation that we have an account or we have that person's BVN or
Mm-hmm.
details that is linked to their family member, such that if someone is arrested at a particular time,
Mm.
his close relative
Next of kin.
or next of kins gets an alert that okay, this person has been arrested, right, in this location, and this is what to do. They will get all of this immediately, right? And I think this is what will be different from the existing system today, right? Because I'm sure they currently have a way to log in those details, right? But it's not transparent. And the and where blockchain would come in is it would ensure the traceability such that anybody that imputes those details
Mm.
will now be liable, right? And it is being blockchain, those data is public and immutable, right? Um yeah, so that's the overall idea that I was thinking so far. What do you think?
Mm. I can already see loopholes here and there. Um, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think maybe a 6, 7.
Okay,
It
so what's
makes it a good, like a good idea. I think that being able to alert your loved ones or your next of kin in this case, especially because we feel that in when registering all of those things,
And I've not been arrested before, Shabo.
I think it shows that you are thinking as you should.
All right, first. Okay.
It shows a lot of sense. Like it makes a lot of sense. So, but my consideration is with
Okay. So now it is a six now, right? So let me
no,
see.
maybe a seven.
No, it's okay at a six. So let
Mm.
me see if I can defend it to get it to like to an eight or a nine.
Okay, so it's security related.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want to make it public.
Okay.
Yes, so we only want the people that are concerned to have access to it. So it means that the justice system, right? Maybe when the person is maybe it's a serious crime, the person is arraigned. So we don't want everyone in Nigeria to have access to it because it might be it's then people can take advantage of it to exploit and carry out evil.
Yes. Yes. So when I say public, right? Probably that's too loose a term, right?
Mm.
I use public in the blockchain sense,
Mm.
where that's where you can check a particular transaction,
Mm.
right, and trace every actions, right. Now, in regards to the actual details in itself, right, I I hope and I believe that it will be confidential,
Mm.
right, such that no, but even still, right? If you look at the U.S. justice system,
Mm.
right, you are able to search for people that have been arrested. They have a platform.
Only only when you have access, only when you are licensed to
No,
search it. Everyone can.
yes,
Oh, really?
yes. So it helps with missing cases. Those that have been arrested, all those information,
Mm.
right? I think anyone can again. I'm not sure, but I think that's how it works in the U.S.
Okay.
Some details are um, confidential, right? For example, I know in the US,
Mm.
you can tell where each prisoner is serving their sentence,
Mm. Okay.
right? But again, we don't have to adopt that. It's a different
System.
climate, a different system, right?
Okay.
So it could be that we keep the public off of it, but anybody arrested
Mm.
have the right to involve to alert their people immediately. It could be
Mm.
their lawyers as well. As soon as I'm being arrested,
Mm.
my lawyer should know.
Mm.
My next of kin
Should
should
know.
should know as well
Yeah.
immediately. And I think one thing that it will help do is
Mm.
reduce illegal arrest, right?
Mm.
Because it is now transparent, every
So
action is
so that's where I was going to cut you on,
okay.
right? So how does it stop illegal arrest? Because right now, um, it's possible that someone is arrested and then their statement is malformed, right? Such that it looks like the person actually committed a crime, but the person did not commit a crime. So I don't think it stops illegal arrest. So we can have a situation where a drug is planted in someone's car and they
Mhm.
are still arraigned, like arrested and charged. So that arrest is illegal, but it doesn't stop it. It doesn't prove the person innocent or guilty of the crime.
Yeah. So the goal right now is not to prove if the person is
Mm.
innocent or not, right?
Mm.
The goal right now is to make the process transparent so that those that should be liable for illegal arrest
Mm.
are. For example, if you arrest
Mm.
someone for a crime, so first, right? I believe that the fact that we are reducing the time for them to fabricate this evidence
Mm.
and all of that, right? I think that goes a long way to reduce the illegal arrest, right? Because someone that is going to pin, in the in Nigerian system,
Mm.
right? They can claim false, they can claim whatever story they want to claim.
Yeah.
But if we have a system where, before you write your statement, first enter your details here first,
Mm.
right? That way, your lawyer, if it's supposed to people that should be alerted,
Mm.
is already aware,
And the
right?
statement is also written into.
E- even before the statement is written,
Mm.
right? Like you should be processing as you are just first getting them,
Mm.
right? So that everybody's aware, right? Because I think the reason why a lot of all these statements are faked is because they have ample time to coerce it from them. But if everybody's aware from the get go,
Mm.
right? Then I think it would reduce it. Then there's also the part of um being able to sue who is directly responsible, because you cannot throw anybody into the police cell without that person's statement, without that person details being logged into the system, right? So
So my
if
question
okay,
would be, what if, what if, because right now the justice system still takes time before a person is arrested appears in court.
yes,
What if somebody was illegally arrested, right? Their statements maybe not taken or taken, or somehow a statement just appear.
yes. So right now, yeah,
I'm trying to like understand how it helps us um, solve arresting or not arresting, because I've experience of someone who was arrested and was not, like, probably did not appear in court until like after a year thereabout, for a crime that he was later freed of, that could not be proved. Do you get? But yeah, he was arrested and spent most of like a part of his life waiting to be attended to,
I wouldn't trial
waiting trial and all of that. So I'm trying to figure out how this solves that problem.
by making sure those are liable, because the reason why for example, right, the way I understand the system to
Mm.
work is first you are arrested, right, and then you are thrown into the into a jail,
Mm.
right,
Into the cell.
into the cell,
Mm.
right. A lot of times your people are not contacted,
Yeah.
right, and you are forgotten there,
Mm.
right. Now the police, right, they can then decide to pin whatever crime they want on you
Mm.
and coerce confessions out of you,
Mm.
right. It is not an immediate process,
Mm.
right. It takes a lot of time.
Mm.
Well, no, sometimes doesn't take a lot of time,
Mm.
right, but all of those things happen inside of the cell or after you've been arrested.
Mm.
Now, because they've gotten those things
Mm.
signed, right, you are now taken to the station,
Mm.
to the court rather, right. Now my goal right now, or what I'm trying to solve, is reducing that time um between arrests and letting the right people know, right, because if they know, right, then they can swing into actions a lot faster, right. They will not be able to, it, it, it will be harder for them to coerce confessions out of you first, and the reason why it will be harder is they would legally not have a right to throw you in jail or into the cell without you putting in, without them logging you into the system. If they throw you into the cell
Mm.
without logging in, without putting in your details,
Mm.
it means they are committing a crime,
Mm.
right? Now that makes them exposed, that makes them liable automatically,
Okay. Let's see.
right? So it already enforces, or it already makes sure that they have to follow it before they even put you in the, so up until they put the details in, right, they will probably have like a couple hours legally, right, to enter those details. If they don't, then they are now in breach of the law, right.
Mm.
And I would say, instead of suing the Nigerian police force, you can hold that specific person, right, and hold him liable. The entire process is about making everything like transparent.
Yeah, I think that's I think it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I think that in combination with a body cam system, like for the police, makes arrests really transparent and the whole thing streamlined. Yeah, so I think it works.
So it
I think it
was it
works.
was at the six before. So where is it now?
So I'll still say seven. You got 1 point.
So I
Reason
know
is
8 or 9.
because no, 8 or 9 is
It's for God.
no. So I can imagine that like things will arise, situations will arise, but I cannot imagine them right now. So I'm saving the 8, 9, and 10 for that.
Yeah.
And
Um.
because it solely does not work by itself.
Yes. So when it comes to be fair, right? So when it comes to implementation,
Mm,
it is not feasible,
mm,
right? That is like a very clear drawback
mm. So
because it is very reliant on the government and the ad, and the
adoption by the
adoption by
police.
the police force and the higher
Yeah,
bodies.
it makes me wonder, right? If there are a lot of solutions out there and we're not adopting them, it makes me wonder if we're ready to move forward as a people, right? So eventually, would get to the point where we would have to adopt a lot of things, right? We'll have to solve our own problems.
Yeah. Yes. So I think um I think if we are solving for Nigeria, right, I think the one thing that I always have at the back of my mind are things that should be able to work without the government.
Mm,
Solve the problem without it will be a lot harder, right? But if it works without the government,
mm,
right, then it has a higher chance of success the because there are too many variables that come in when you now involve the government. Although they can speed things up a lot, but chances are they would not. Right. So yeah. So 7 out of 10, yeah.
yeah, awesome. So let's talk about we
Yeah.
can start again.
I don't know. So I've been using this app recently, right?
Okay,
It's called Opal. Opal is a productivity tool
okay.
or app that tries to limit your screen time. And I think out of all the apps that I've used so far,
Mm,
it is the most successful. And as a designer, right, it is the best app I've used, right? I mean, I think I've successfully been able to stay away from my phone between the hours of 9 and 5 for the better part of 3 months. I mean, like it has been incredibly successful at doing that. And the reason why they are successful at it is the gamification, right? It is like the way they optimize the gamification, the streak, right? The rewards you get, like they make you want to keep your streak. I mean, I kept mine for like 3 months straight. Then you now talk about the onboarding. The onboarding is like it's the onboarding. I was going through the flow again. It
mm,
was sort of a long process,
mm,
right? But the way they were able to create like the experience to be very smooth. If you're a designer, yeah, and you're looking for a platform that does progress disclosure very well, as well as gamification, go and check out Opera. And then the entire animation,
mm.
like, so smooth, so slick. In fact, right, it is slicker than all of Apple products combined. It is that smooth, it is that slick,
Okay.
and the fact that it works.
I think I might be trying it myself. But let me ask you one question. You say it helps you stay away from your phone. I don't know Opal. I've not tried it before.
Yeah, it is not a
Right.
very popular
Popular app.
application.
Okay. So how do they manage notifications? If I'm staying away from my phone within the hours of, say, for instance, 9 to 5 hours I'm working, right? How do they ensure that I never miss things that are important to me? Because of recent, I wrote about these notifications in being a mess. Because remember, we spent time together last Saturday, and for the most part of that day, I was away from my phone, the way we are away from our phones right now, right? And then I got back tired, like in the evening and all of that. And within like 30 minutes or 1 hour, I couldn't figure out what things were important to me until Sunday, if I discovered that, oh, I'd missed several other messages that I needed to have replied to. Right. So how does Opal manage such?
Okay, so the way Opal works, right? The goal of Opal, or the primary goal of Opal, is to
Mm.
use screen time,
Okay.
right? And the way it does it is you have to manually include the app that you spend the most time on, right?
Okay.
And alongside
Mm.
the notifications, right? So it first uses AI or its own um, analysis to suggest apps that you should limit. So apps that often fall within those categories are entertainment apps like
Mm.
YouTube, TikTok,
Instagram.
Instagram, and
Yeah.
the rest. Those ones that are not work essentials, which is also another thing, right? It tries to, by default, it tries to separate like the essential apps,
Yeah.
right, and then the non-essential ones like the TikTok and the rest, like WhatsApp. Yeah. So for those ones that are not essential, it shows you how much you spend on each of them, right, and how much hours you would save, right, how much time you save, right. I think that how much time you would save is like really helpful. I remember when I was signing up, it told me how much I was spending
Yeah.
um in hours per day. That by the time I calculated it and I look at the rest of my life, they did all the calculation for me. I was spending almost 40 years of my life on my phone. But like that one first triggered me like, wow,
Okay.
what a life.
Okay.
Right. So I think so it really focuses on stopping the apps that are actual distractions,
Mm.
as opposed to every app. I mean, you can choose to add other apps as well, like your Gmail and the rest, but it focuses or it prioritizes those ones that are major distractions. Your X, your LinkedIn, if you deem it a distraction as well.
Mm.
That's how that works.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm definitely trying it out. Right. Not because um
You see, it's
I'm
to
used to my phone like you are. You are spending 40 years of your time. Thank God for Opal. But yeah, I think I'll try it out.
Opal. Okay, OPAL. I know someone quoted me. Opal. I don't know. I
It's
said,
Opal.
yeah, like the gemstone.
Okay.
Op Opal.
It felt like OP, but not with the Y, with the L. Opal.
Well,
Opal.
it is spelled that way, so
Mm, all right.
but it's Opal. Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So that was just my favorite app diary, and I think we don't have so much to discuss so far, but um, yeah, this has been good.
Yeah, it has. I liked the idea you pitched, and
Some of us
it's
have
awesome.
what is called
Please, please,
Obon wisdom,
please,
wisdom.
please. You guys watch
Right.
out for when I'll be pitching.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.